Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is game 2 of the men's what would you call it? Region 6 tournament here in Kim, Colorado. The first game was won by the Kim Branson Mustangs over the visiting Denver Academy of Torah Wolves. The one you're getting ready to watch is going to be the Front Range Baptist Falcons taking on the Prairie Mustangs. So we got a lot of Mustangs playing here. Mustangs in game 1 and Mustangs in game 2. It should be a good one, folks. Front Range coming in as the higher seed. They will be the home team. Oops, we got to make a quick change here so we got the right thing. Didn't have that quite set up for us. Give me 1 second. There we go. Front Range is going to be on the left side of the scoreboard as the home squad. It should be a lot of fun. Now, a little behind the scenes baseball. See, I'm moving the table so we can get the scoreboard right there where we want it. So that's perfect right where it is. All right, folks, Prairie coming in as the visiting team. They'll be wearing the dark jerseys tonight. They're sitting at number 22. Front Range coming in with a record of 16-7. Prairie with a record of 12-11. A few players to watch here for Front Range Baptist. Mark Sutton, the senior, scores about 11.5 for the squad. Ethan Pierce has almost 8 points a game at 7.8, and Nathan Jaquez coming in at 8.5 points a game. On the Prairie side of the ball, Hunter Johnson scores 12.5 for his squad. Tyler Trout coming in at 7.8. Now it's time for starting lineups. First, it'll be your Prairie Mustangs. All right, we're going to have your starting lineups here. Now your starters for the Prairie Mustangs. Number 3, Bo Carlson. He's a senior. Number 11, senior Lane Schock. Number 14, junior Tyler Trout. Number 23, junior Brendan Bringleson. And number 24, sophomore Hunter Johnson. Now for the home team of the night, the Front Range Baptist Falcons, number 3. I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong names entirely. Anyway, I wish I'd have said that right for the Prairie Mustang fans. Yes, my bad, I was reading off the wrong roster. I won't do that again. All right, folks, here we go. My apologies. Second game of the day, getting the kinks worked out. Looks like we got Jaquez for Front Range and Schock setting to jump it up. Prairie will be going left to right on your screen. Front Range be going right to left. 8 minutes on the clock. Game 2. Ready to go. Front Range controls the tip. Pierce has it. Front Range working around the side. They get it down into the post. Front Range definitely has size. That's number 12, Ethan Pierce, the senior, getting it started. First to score. Prairie working it around, poked away. Intended target there was number 11, Lane Schock. That will be Prairie ball, that deflection. They've got a chance. Shock, he's going to pop and stop, and he's good. Lane Shock, the senior, answers. We're tied at 2, 7.5 to go. Front range looking. Another pop and stop, way short. That was Hansen. That's going to be our first foul of the game. A little out of position rather. It's number 33, Mark Sutton, picking up his first personal. First team foul for either squad here with just a minute gone by in the first. That was Bringleson on the handle. Hunter Johnson with it now, back to Bringleson. Johnson here on the wing, swinging it. Carlson with it now, back to Bringleson. Carlson looking for a cutting Bringleson, just a little bit ahead of him. That's going to be front range ball. Pierce off to Jaquez. Jaquez back to Pierce here in the deep corner. Good defense trying to find a cutting Sutton. They're going to say last touched by Prairie. That's going to be Falcon ball underneath. Pierce to inbounds. Oh, he is there, okay. That was Shock right there. He's got 4, the senior, carrying the offensive load thus far. Pierce's pass deflected. He ends up getting it back. Nice kick out to Pierce. Pierce trying to make something happen. Nice defense by number 14, Trout. And looks like that was a jump ball call. Shock back to Trout now. Trout, tough handles there. Woo, man, quick, good hands by Tyler Hansen, the senior, getting a hand on it while he was on the ground. Jump ball called, and arrow is pointed Prairie way. Couple of substitutions. Here comes number 30 and 21 for Prairie. That's Ryer Holloway and Derek Dollarshell. Dollarshell's gonna inbounds it. Guarded by Vandenberg. Holloway gives back to Shock. They swing it around to the deep side. Dollarshell with it. Now Bringlesby. Bringleson. I was close. Prairie being patient, looking for something. Nice driving kick. Bringlesby. Bringleson. Step back 3, no good. Chased down by number 11, Hansen. Has it, and he brings it down the court. Sutton skip pass, wide open. Vandenberg rims out. Shock on the board. Both teams kind of starting a little slow offensively, finding their rhythm. Prairie works it around back to the near side. Dollarshell with it. Guarded by Vandenberg. Oh, double dribble. And that will be Falcon ball. 4.5 to go here in the first quarter of play. Winner of this one goes on to take on the Kim Branson Mustangs tomorrow afternoon. We'll have that one for you right here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network as well. Win tomorrow's game, you punch your ticket to the state tournament up in Greeley. Hansen gets it picked, taken away by Carlson. Carlson on the drive. He stops, no travel call, and he's able to connect. Bo Carlson, the senior, ties it. Sorry, no, they're up 6-2. Prairie coming out, playing confidently. That pass deflected. That's still going to be Falcon ball. Shot coming back in the game. Bringleson getting a breather. It's going to be Pierce to inbounds. Gets it way out to number 3, Jaquez. They're skipping it in. Sutton kicks it back to Pierce. Pierce drives baseline, and they're saying he got a little contact as he was driving. That will be a Prairie foul. Let's see who that was. They're saying that was number 14, Tyler Trout, with his first personal. Bringleson checking right back in. Not much of a break for the junior guard for Prairie. Pierce finds Carlson. They swing it around back in the hands of Pierce. That poked away, but still Falcon ball. Sutton with it now. Sutton using his size to his advantage. No foul call. That was Trout just kind of lost his footing there, and Mark Sutton, the senior, is on the board. Sutton averages about 11.5 for it was his first point of the game. Nice stop and pop by number 21, Derek Dollarshell, the sophomore, with his first bucket. Prairie's still up now, 8-4. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Hansen gets it back to Vandenberg. Vandenberg pop and stop, no good. Bringleson with the rebound, he brings it down. They work it down the side, corner 3, up and away, just off the mark. Hansen with the rebound. Vandenberg over to Pierce on the side. Back to Vandenberg. Hansen with it. Back in the hands of Vandenberg, guarded by Bringleson. Pierce now. Kicks it over to Jaquez. Pierce, strong drive into the paint. Left hand is good. Ethan Pierce has 4. Bringleson trying it just a little out of position. Not able to get it. Chance to tie on this possession. Vandenberg chases it down. Long 2 from the baseline, no good. Off the front iron, Bringleson with the board, bringing it down. He's got a man down court. He's going to try the long 3. That's off to the right. Pierce with the board. Here comes Ethan Pierce. Nice defense by Prairie. And a little bit of a travel there. But good, strong take by number 24, Hunter Johnson. Ooh, a lot of contact, bodies on the floor. And no foul on the play, just called out of bounds. 2-point game, minute 20 to go here in the first. Prairie gets in the hands of, well, they are whipping that around, I like it. That's Elijah Vandenberg in the ball game now, number 5. Pierce driving into the lane is gonna get fouled by number 30. Ryer Holloway, the sophomore, picking up his first. Second team foul by Prairie. Ethan Pierce at the line now with the chance to tie. That one off the back iron. Not quite there. On the year, he's a 66% free throw shooter. Ethan averages almost 8 points a game. Second, off the back iron, no good. Shock with the board. Gets it into the hands of Johnson. They get it to the paint. Number 30. That's Ryer Holloway, the sophomore, with some big man moves on the low post. Extends the Prairie lead back up to 4. 10-6 is the current score. A little bit of contact down low. Let's see who they call that. That was before the shot. That was Shock picking up, I believe, his first. Ethan Pierce to inbounds again. Into the hands of number 32. That's Rohan Gelhart. Pierce with a nice take. Ethan Pierce has 6 points. He averages about 8. Really putting the team on his back. It's a 2-point game. And that's Falcons number 32, Rohan Gallert, with his first personal foul. It's going to be the substitution here. Dollar Shell with it. They get it into Trout. Trout goes to work. Vandenberg with some good stuff. They're going to call a jump ball. Nice post defense by Vandenberg there. On number 14, Tyler Trout. Prairie coming in now with a full court press to close out the first. Vandenberg in trouble. Oh, we have these big fellas getting after it in the block. And that's going to be Shock picking up his second. Shock averages almost 6 points a game. He's got 2 fouls. And he is going to take a break, and Bringleson is coming back in for him. Ethan Pierce, 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Vandenberg shot is off the mark, and that brings us to the end of one.
The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today.
Welcome back, folks. This game, this regional tournament, we had 2 major sponsors, High Desert Hunting and Woody's Furniture. They were our Hang the Banners sponsors. Really appreciate them stepping up and helping us keep the broadcast lights on here in the booth. We have a 5-person crew today, myself plus 4 Branson High School students, bringing it to you. All right, here we go. Starting the second, it's Prairie ball. Trout now finds a cutting Bringleson. He tries to work into the paint. Not quite there. Sutton's able to bring down the board, get it back into the hands of Pierce with a chance to tie on this possession. Vandenberg back to Pierce. Sutton going to use that size, try to get to the block, and he's going to get fouled by Trout, most likely. Let's see if that's who referee Guzzo indicates. Yes, that's Tyler Trout picking up personal foul number 2. Prairie now with 2 players. As he shoots, go back to the main one so you can see the bucket. Sutton able to connect on that one. It is now a 1-point ball game. Sutton second, gets the shooter's bounce. And we are tied for the first time tonight at 10. Holloway with it, finds Dollar Shell. He's gonna pull the trigger off the glass, no good. Pierce with the board, stripped away by number 3. Bo Carlson almost had a putback. Vandenberg back to Pierce, little give and go. A little bit of walk is what the Prairie crowd was hoping for, but not the call on the floor. Vandenberg to check, to throw it in. First time we haven't seen Ethan Pierce throw the ball in underneath. Vandenberg back out to Jaquez. Pierce thought about it, had his man way up in the air. Running floater is good for Ethan Pierce. He has 8. He surpassed his yearly game average at 7.8. Falcons take their first lead of the game, 12-10. Bringleson back over to Holloway. Carlson with it now. Dollar Shell. Prairie just working around the exterior, waiting to see what they get. Bringleson gonna pull the trigger. 3 ball is good. Brennan Bringleson, his first score of the night, gives Prairie a 1-point lead. Vandenberg taking it to the paint, kicks it out to Pierce. Pierce feeling it just a little long. Long rebound, they're gonna say last touched by Prairie. That's gonna stay Falcon ball under their own basket. 6:10 to go here in the quarter. 1-point game. This one a little closer points-wise than the first game of the night. Kim won by about 30. Sutton with it now. Poked away by Bringleson. Good athletic move. Vandenberg ultimately controls it, chases it down. He's got it in his hands. He takes it to the rack. Just a little too strong. Holloway with the board. He gets it away. Johnson back in the hands of Holloway. Prairie up by 1. Bringleson. He's going to give it another go, fresh off that made 3. Dollar Shell going to give it a go. Another 3 ball. 2 consecutive threes by Prairie. And they're back on top by 4, 16-12. Sutton, you could hear that whistle before they blew it. He had his man Bringleson up in the air, and Bringleson picks up a foul. That's going to be his first of the night. Sutton was 2 for 2 just a moment ago in his first trip. Let's see how he does this time. First one off the front iron, just a tad short. Second is good. 3 for 4 from the free throw line thus far for Sutton. He's got 5 points. Bringleson with it now, guarded by Vandenberg. Gets it over to Dollar Shell. He's gonna pull the trigger. Off the glass, not there. Sutton with the board. Pierce looking to attack. Guarded by Carlson. Back in the hands of Jaquez. Kicks it out to Pierce. Corner 3 is up and away, just off the back iron. Carlson with the rebound. Bringleson at the very top, guarded by Vandenberg. Vandenberg trying to make him go left. Bringleson picks up his dribble. Now Holloway with it. Holloway, he gets it in the lane, works on Sutton. Floater is good over the big man. Number 30, Ryer Holloway with the floater. Let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by their convenient location in Trinidad, Colorado to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit Woody's Furniture in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal, professional, and stress-free furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and the student broadcasters of this game.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. 5-point game. The lower-seeded Prairie Mustangs up by 5 at the moment, looking for an upset. They'd love to see a Mustang-on-Mustang regional championship game tomorrow. Falcons still got a lot of basketball to play. That's Hansen back in. He tries to get it to Sutton. Picked away by Carlson. And they're going to say 2 hands on it. Jump ball and arrow points. Still Falcon way this time. Hansen has a look of relief on his face. He thought surely he was going to pick up the foul. And I'm sure he's pleasantly surprised that it was just a jump ball called. 5-point game. Pierce with it. Gets it into Sutton. Sutton guarded by Trout, going to use his size, try to get to the post. Nice, strong move by the big man. Mark Sutton getting it done. He's got 7. Carlson gets it in. Ooh. And that was Ethan Pierce on the foul. I appreciate the sportsmanship here. You got to allow a guy a safe area to come down. He just got in his landing zone. Pierce picks up the foul. Pierce's first. Bringleson getting it done in the paint. Bringleson has 5. And that's the Prairie lead, 20-15 here. 3.5 to go in the half. Hansen pulls the trigger, no good. Pierce thought about letting it fly. He takes it to the rack. Floater just short. We'll see who touched that one last. They're going to say that was Dollar Shell. That's going to stay Falcon ball. Chance underneath their own bucket. Pierce kicks it up. Jaquez, oh gosh, Bringleson got him with just a whole lot of body. That was an easy whistle. Bringleson picks up his second personal. Third personal foul of the quarter, 3.5 to go. That's 3 Prairie Mustangs now with 2 fouls apiece. Bringleson, Trout, and Schock all with 3. Pierce back to Jaquez. They get it to Sutton. Sutton kicks it back out to Vandenberg. Corner 3 is away, off. Carlson with the board. He's looking up. Vandenberg picks off the long play. Hansen with it. Bounce pass to Pierce. That one knocked away. Number 24, Johnson, trigger on the 3, no good. Vandenberg with the board. Kind of an energetic sequence there. Vandenberg over to Hansen. And they're going to say jump ball. Arrows pointing Prairie direction this time. Prairie still up by 5. Scoreboard. If you just move, there we go, right there. Dollar Shell with it for Prairie. That's Owen Kilmer in number 2. Kilmer drives into the paint, but he packed his bags and went a-traveling. Ethan Pierce guarded by Dollar Shell up high. Pierce gets it back to Hansen. Jaquez finds Sutton in the post. Hansen pulls the trigger. No shooter's bounce that time. Holloway kicks it to Dollar Shell. Now Kilmer. Back to Holloway. These 3 shooters. Little give and go. That's Carlson. Carlson, floater in the lane is good from about 8 feet. Bo Carlson with his second 2-pointer of the night. It's a 7-point Prairie lead. Vandenberg and Pierce finally get it across the timeline. Sutton trying to go to work, kicks it to Pierce. Thought about it, Hansen. Long one, that's gonna be a backcourt violation. Turnover, Momentum seems to be going the way of the Mustang. Here is number 10, River Galliard, a sophomore, checking in. Hansen taking a breather. Carlson thought about it. Gets it back to Holloway. Here's Dollar Shell. Kilmer now back to Holloway. Prairie opting for a smaller, quicker lineup at the moment. Speed versus size here. Minute to go. They get it in the hands of number 24, pulls it. That was Johnson, Hunter Johnson, no good. Here's Sutton. Jaquez at the top, gets it to Vandenberg. Vandenberg thinks about it, gets it back into Galliard. Sutton with it. Big fella goes to work, right? Little gimme, no good. Kilmer, step back three, is away, no good. Vandenberg with the chance, 23 to go here in the second quarter. A lot of basketball. Foul on the floor as Vandenberg was taking it to the rack. They do signal that that was number 24, Hunter Johnson. That was just his first. Hunter Johnson is a sophomore. No points yet tonight, but tell you what, folks, his composure and not afraid to try to body up Sutton there. Giving up just a few pounds. But tell you what, that's a tenacious young man. He's got the ball right now. 5 seconds to go. Kicks it out. Last second three is away! Number 30 hits it. That's Ryer Holloway with the buzzer beater to finish the first half. The underdog Prairie up by 10. That's yours.
Coda the West Real Estate specializes in residential, commercial, vacant land, property management, and farm ranch properties. Our exceptional staff of realtors truly believes we can accomplish anything with honesty and integrity. We possess the knowledge and experience that enables us to bring more properties to a successful close. With cutting-edge marketing tools to guide you towards buying or selling property with comprehensive support from start to finish. We're here for you every step of the way. Call Coda the West Real Estate today to learn why we lead the market in satisfied customers.
Incorporated, located in Raton, New Mexico, offers roll-off and dumpster services throughout northeastern New Mexico and southeastern Colorado. Cleaning out your house or around your house. Do you have construction jobs? Our 30-yard roll-offs are perfect for these bigger jobs. You load it, we haul it. Do you have day-to-day trash? We offer 3-yard dumpster services that get dumped weekly or bi-weekly. For more information regarding prices and services, please visit our website, arthurrolloff.com, or call our office at 575-445-8072. Angus is a first-generation registered and commercial cattle operation, headquartered at over 8,000 feet in the mountains of southern Colorado, west of Trinidad. They strive to offer the highest quality genetics from the most proven, sought-after sires and females in the Angus breed that perform and thrive in high-altitude conditions. They have many options, from embryos, pregnancies, semen, and registered and commercial cattle sales. Contact Justin Lucero at 719-859-1321 for more information.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. It is time for your Woody's Furniture mid-game scoring summary. Right now, we are at 15-25. It is a fun one here. We started out with Prairie coming out being up 10-8 after one, and then they went on a little bit of a run, outscoring Front Range to the tune of 15-7 in the second quarter, which brings us to the 10-point lead we are looking at right now for the Prairie Mustangs. Who's gotten it done for their squad? Now, for Front Range, frankly, I'm really kind of surprised. Only 2 guys have found the bucket Tonight, Ethan Pierce, the senior, leads his team with 8 points off of 4 made 2-point shots, and fellow senior Mark Sutton has 7 at this point in time. So some interesting things. Benjamin Vandenberg leads the team in scoring, averages 13 per game. He has yet to find the bucket. I expect that to change. Oh, that's... Oh my goodness, you got to go to that now. That's funny. All right, there, folks. That is 2 of our Lady Mustangs who play tomorrow with some cutouts of maybe the cleanest shaven head here in. Oh, is that for me? Oh man, let's see how. Here, see if it compares. Oh wait, no, let's do it for reals here. Okay, folks. You got to let us know. How is that? Too much fun. We have too much fun. All right. That's great. Yes, we have a good time here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network, folks. Let's get back to the scoring summary. The Prairie Mustangs really distributing the ball, getting it done. Multiple people have scored for the Mustangs. 5 Mustangs have scored as opposed to only 2 players for Front Range scoring so far. Who's done it for the Mustangs? Both with 5 points apiece. Derek Dollarshell and Brennan Bringleson, each with a made 3 and a made 2-pointer. Bo Carlson and Lane Schock each have 4. And leading the way thus far, sophomore Ryer Holloway with 7. It is a lot of fun, folks. Let's hear from some of our current and former broadcasters here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
Saddle Rock Sports Network is a student-powered broadcasting company that was started this fall.
Over the last 2 months, our student-produced broadcasts have gotten over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views. In January and February, we will be broadcasting 41 games for the high school and junior high Kim Branson Mustang basketball teams.
With that being said, would you like to put your ad in one of our live videos?
Your ad will also be permanently on the game videos, which live on YouTube forever.
Forever.
For forever.
And will be seen over and over again as the game is shared with fans and re-watched by players, coaches, and families.
We have ad packages based on sponsoring all the games in a given week, or sponsoring a specific team or teams.
Weekly ad packages start at 1 week, between 8 and 12 games, for $200 and go up to all 41 games for $800.
Team-based sponsorships are similarly priced.
Each package includes your logo on screen during gameplay and a commercial that gets aired during timeouts and half times of your sponsored games.
Another way Saddle Rock Sports Network is helping schools is that they give 20% of ad revenue back to a school group of your choice.
Whether that be, for example, the senior class, junior class, FFA, theater, whatever you want.
To reserve your sponsorship, click on the link to the order form in this post, or you can visit saddlerocksolutions.com.
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 saddlerocksolutions.com for more information.
That's funny. Welcome back, ladies and gents. What a fun time. I had to laugh as some of the Kim Branson Lady Mustangs came and provided me with a cutout big photo of my face. It was a hoot. So, good stuff here. It's hard to talk. You know, when you see a funny picture of yourself, it's kind of hard to gather your thoughts. That really caught me off guard, Jack. It caught me off guard. In a good way. Wouldn't have it any other way. All right, so you heard from some of our current and former broadcasters. Several of those are college students now at the University of Denver, West Texas A&M, and CSU Pueblo. We are so proud that this was one of the stepping stones in their journey. If you like what we do here on Saddle Rock Sports Network, one way you can support us that's super easy to do is scroll down to the bottom of this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video. And feel free, please share this video and our social posts with those in your community, maybe your extended family that might enjoy watching this game. As long as you got YouTube on your phone or your smart TV, you can enjoy the game over and over and over free of charge. And that we are able to do that because of our amazing financial sponsors. Our business sponsors do a fantastic job in helping us keep these student broadcasters paid. And each of these students is paid for their time. This isn't a club or a school group. This is a independent broadcasting entrepreneurial adventure, and we're glad to be able to do it. All right, folks, back to it here. We got about 2.5 to go. Again, if you enjoy what you're watching, and maybe you're watching to scout these teams, you're thinking, man, it'd sure be cool if we had something like Saddle Rock Sports at our school. We'll tell you what, we would love to have a conversation with you to help you start your student-powered broadcasting adventure. We have learned a lot of lessons over the last 3.5 years, and we will share the knowledge and the lessons we've learned with you. Who knows, maybe you end up being part of the Saddle Rock Sports Network family. We are seeking to build a network of independent student-powered production crews all over. Well, we're going to start in southern Colorado, northern New Mexico. We started with Kim Branson. Now we're up to 4 different schools, and we would love to add your school to the family. Reach out to us on Facebook, and we will have that conversation with you. All right, we're going to hear from one more sponsor, maybe 2, then we'll be back for the second half of play. All right, folks, one I want to tell you about is K-Bob's of Raton, serving the food that America loves since 1966. Located right there on Main Street in the heart of Raton. They have a huge variety of really delicious, yummy stuff, an amazing salad bar. Stop by K-Bob's. We really appreciate their sponsorship of today's regional tournament basketball action.
Baca Valley Telephone Company and Sierra Communications have been meeting the area's communications needs since 1974. We offer a wide range of services to our customers: local telephone service, residential and commercial internet service, telephone systems, security systems, network cabling, and two-way radio sales and service. Headquartered in Des Moines, New Mexico, our service area includes northeastern New Mexico and southeastern Colorado. Baca.
Welcome back, folks. Here we go. Ethan Pierce with it now. Front Range down by 10, looking to get going. There's the man that needs to step it up. Vandenberg leading the team, has yet to score tonight. Sutton lowers his shoulder. No foul called. They're going to say a flop. That was one of the most painful flops I think I've ever seen. I'm going to disagree with that referee's call. That was a warning. That can be a technical foul assessed if the referees admit it. Sutton brings it to within 8. Nice driving take by number 11, Lane Shock. He's got 6. Lead back to 10 for Prairie. Sutton working in the paint, muscling his way in, no good. Here comes Trout getting it ahead. They kick it back out now. Bringleson with it at the top, guarded by Hansen. Trout back in the hands of Shock. Carlson finds Bringleson. Trout. Shock. Jumper, shooter's bounce, not quite there. Deflected. Carlson chases it down. Bo Carlson with a nice hustle play to keep it alive for the Mustangs. Picks up his dribble. Good defense there by Jaquez. Trout with it. Vandenberg. Man-to-man defense by Front Range, looking to be disruptive. Hansen guarding Bringleson now. Shock over to Trout. Find Carlson. Prairie being nice and patient on this possession. Not forcing anything, waiting for something to develop. They find Bringleson in the post. Nice little bounce pass. Assist of the night by Bringleson to Trout. Trout's first points of the contest. The lead is 12. Front Range. Hansen, corner 3 is away, just long. And they're saying Prairie tipped it last. That's still going to be Front Range ball underneath their bucket. Pierce to inbounds. Sutton catch and shoot, no good. Pierce with the board, he's working. They're saying deflected. A lot of contact. Trout's able to control it. Bringleson with it. We got a player down. Pierce got kind of crunched, but he's up. He's all right. Tough young man. I like that. That's Johnson. Little jumper. No good. Refs are letting these Two teams get a little physical. Bringleson picks up that pass. That was a little off the mark. Trout pulls it back, thought about it, and changed his mind. Gets it to Carlson. Bringleson with it, guarded by Hansen. Oh, loses his handle. Hansen's there. Bringleson commits what I call a foul over, where you turn the ball over and then you commit the foul. Bringleson picks up his third personal foul. First player by either team to get the 3 fouls. Two Prairie players, Shock and Trout, also have 2. Nobody on Front Range has more than 1 foul. Hansen tries to get it to Sutton, deflected away by Shock. Vandenberg driving to the paint. Runner no good. Here comes Holloway. Dollar Shell thought about it. Hunter Johnson with it now, back to Holloway. That's going to be Hansen with a little bit of a reach. Ty Hansen picking up his first. Shock with the left-hand shot. No good. Sorry, that was his right hand. Rights and lefts get kind of confusing sometimes. Jaquez gives to Vandenberg. Drives to the lane. Still nothing for Vandenberg. Still struggling. And that will be a foul on Prairie. Let's see who they signal for that one. I didn't see it. That was number 11, Lane Shock. He picks up his third. Now 2 Mustangs with 3 fouls apiece. Sutton misses on his attempt. Halfway through this quarter, Front Range has only scored 2 points. Mustangs have only scored 4 here in the third, both looking for a little more offensive rhythm. Sutton 0 for that time. Deflected by Bringleson. Still going to be Falcon ball. Jaquez with it at the top. Vandenberg. Hansen to Pierce. Pierce loses it, dives, tries to get it. You know, I like Pierce's attack. Even though he kind of lost the handle there, he has played with energy and intensity every moment he's been on this floor. He had a lot of contact a couple minutes ago, got up, got right back into it. Man, tough young man. And that steal by Vandenberg gets it back in the Falcons' hands. Vandenberg gets on the board, breaks the ice. It's a 10-point game, and we got a 30-second timeout.
Cook Oil is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the farm or range. We provide auto and ag parts and a full line of feed and livestock supplements. And we can handle your bulk fuel and propane delivery needs. Don't forget, Cook Oil is also your only source for Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides east of I-25 and south of I-70. Stop in and see us at 105 West Santa Fe in Walsh or give us a call at 719-324-5273. Thanks and good luck to the athletes competing in today's games.
Welcome back. Just under 4 minutes to go. 10-point game. Still a lot of basketball to play. Both teams kind of struggling to get their offense really going. Vandenberg, leading scorer for the Falcons, finally able to find the net. Johnson guarded by Pierce, hands off to Trout. Trout drives, and he's going to be fouled, I believe, by Pierce. They're going to give him the continuation. So that will send Trout to the line. That's Ethan Pierce's second. He's the first Falcon with 2 personal fouls. This is number 14, Tyler Trout Jr. at the line. His first is off. Tyler averages almost 8 points a game, 45% free throw shooter. So let's see if he gets this one. Mustang lead is at 10. Mustangs coming in tonight with barely a winning record, 12-11, but playing with tons of confidence. Trout second, just off the mark. Jaquez with the flying board. Pierce gets it back to Benjamin Vandenberg. Back to Pierce now. Hansen looks to drive, picks up his dribble, gets it to Sutton. Sutton goes to work on the block. Doesn't quite get it. Hansen gets a hand on it. He was the last to touch it. Kim Branson Mustangs actually squared off against the Front Range Baptist Falcons in the first round regional tournament last year up at Denver Jewish Day. The Falcons beat the Kim Branson Mustangs. A lot of it was Vandenberg and Sutton. Sutton just being a big, solid player, and Vandenberg had about 25 that night. Oh, my goodness. There he goes, number 24, Hunter Johnson. His first bucket of the night, and it's a nothing but nylon 3. The lead is 13. Jaquez, his shot short. Dollar Shell with the board, gets it back up to Carlson. Carlson kicks it back to Dollar Shell. Oh, and Prairie calls a timeout.
As we live longer, but retirement is so much more than one. E.J. Johnson, your Raton Edward Jones financial advisor, wants to know what you want out of your retirement. Working together, you can look at the big picture and make a strategy to help reach your goals, because you can't prepare for the unexpected if you don't know where you're headed. Call him at 575-445-2345 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back, folks. That was one of our actual broadcasters, E.J. Johnson. He's an Edward Jones representative. He's been the voice of the Des Moines Demons, and they'll be in action Friday night, tomorrow night on the Saddle Rock Sports Network, hosting their first-round state playoff game against the Springer Red Devils. Also, not just a broadcaster, but he supports the channel as well. Floater in the lane, doesn't get the shooter's bounce. Let's see who, I didn't see who they called that on. I think that was, I'm not sure. They haven't put the player number on there yet. Jaquez, shot no good. That was Holloway with his called for the foul. His second. Holloway with it now. Pierce got a hand on it. And they're saying last touched by Hunter Johnson. Ethan Pierce working against Dollar Shell. Gets it into Sutton, senior to senior. Imagine they've had that pass a time or two or three or four over the course of their 4 years together. And that's going to send Sutton to the line. I think that was going to be, yes, number 24, Hunter Johnson, picking up his second. That's the fourth team foul by Prairie. Sutton connects that time. Thus far, he is made 4, missed 3 tonight. Sutton doing a pretty good job. He's perfect that trip. He's got 11 points here in the game. Hunter Johnson with it. Carlson in the corner, guarded by Sutton. Holloway. They swing it back in the hands of Carlson, guarded high by Sutton. Dollar Shell, straight up 3, no good. Pierce with the board. Pierce looking to run. He gets in the hands of Sutton. Dishes it to Jaquez. Jaquez, pop and stop, no good. But Sutton there, no good either. They are fighting for those boards. He jumps it. throws it off. And that is referee Robbie Parker saying, unfortunately, you had your foot on the out of bounds when you got that ball. Still great athletic effort by Sutton there. Holloway now. Looks like Front Range going to a full court man. Just a little bit of press back in the hands of Holloway. Holloway hands it off to Carlson. Carlson guarded by Vandenberg. Is able to stay with it. Keeps control. Trout now. Hands it back to Holloway. Here's Trout guarded by Vandenberg. Hand off to Holloway. Jaquez almost had it. Sorry, that's Carlson with it now. He's going to try to drive right into Sutton, and Sutton wasn't set. Mark Sutton going to pick up a foul there. It's only his second. Third team foul with about a minute to go. Lead still 11 by Prairie. We still have one full quarter to play. This game is far from over. Bo Carlson with it. Dollar Shell guarded by Hansen. Carlson again guarded up high by Sutton. Gets it back to Holloway. Johnson now guarded by Pierce. Prairie being patient. We've seen them be patient with their offense all game long. Still more of the same. It's getting the job done tonight. Dollar Shell kicks it out to Carlson. He gets Sutton up. They're still waiting for something they really like. They don't have it yet. Oh, they didn't want that. Here's Jaquez. Left side layup. He scoops and scores. Number 3, Nathan Jaquez with his first points of the night. He averages 8.5 throughout the year. Jaquez at the line. That was Ryer Holiday picking up his third personal. Now 3 Mustangs with 3 fouls apiece. Number 2, Owen Kilmer checking in for Prairie. Jaquez looking to convert on the three-point play. And off the back iron, no good. Vandenberg with the long board. Front Range with the shot. Dollar Shell with it. Deflected. He still has it. Johnson pulls the trigger. Off the back iron, no good. Sutton with the board. He gets it off. It's away. And caught our cameraman. That was awesome. There we go. Back to it. Let's hear from a sponsor.
Coda the West Real Estate specializes in residential, commercial, vacant land, property management, and farm ranch properties. Our exceptional staff of realtors truly believes we can accomplish anything with honesty and integrity. We possess the knowledge and experience that enables us to bring more properties to a successful close. With cutting-edge marketing tools to guide you towards buying or selling property with comprehensive support from start to finish. We're here for you every step of the way. Call Coda the West Real Estate today to learn why we lead the market in satisfied customers.
Welcome back, folks. That was Coda the West Realty. Again, one of our regional tournament sponsors. They'll be sponsoring all of the broadcasts that the La Vida broadcast crew is going to do tomorrow as they head to Stratton following the Lady Redhawks in their quest for a title. Those games actually will be on NFHS. Watch Facebook for all of the exact details tonight. We'll let y'all know. Carlson with the little wrap around. Oh, the tough time on the dribble. Vandenberg has it, and they're going to get Carlson with the foul over. The turnover, and then he commits the foul. Bo Carlson, only his first personal. Now Ethan Pierce, it's a single-digit lead for Prairie, 9 points. 3 ball is up and away off the back iron. Sutton ends up with it, but a few more little steppity steps than is allowed. Pleading his case with referee Guzzo. Here we go, Carlson want the inbounds. Trout up to Bringleson back in the game. There's Shock with it. He's going to take it to the rack. Drive and dish. Out to Hunter Johnson. Squares it up. No good. Couple of Mustangs fighting underneath. A lot of contact, just letting them play. Vandenberg with it now. Oh, goodness gracious. Number 5 lets it fly again. No good. Shock with a huge board of his own. Bing, bang, bong. Sutton gets it. Sutton putting the team on his back. It's a 7-point game. Front Range outscored Prairie by 1. And 2 thumbs are up. Crowd is getting excited here. 7-point deficit. They were down by as much as 13 in the third. They outscored Prairie by 1 in the third, and they've got the momentum. Front Range. Pierce in the lane. Shock, I think, is going to pick up a foul. Let's see who they end up whistling on that one. I do believe that was Shock, and I think he's got 4. Yes, that was Lane Shock, the senior, picking up dangerous foul number 4. Ryer Holloway set to check in for him. Ethan Pierce connects at the line. Pierce has 9 in the contest. That's his first point of the second quarter, or second half rather. Coming at a critical time. The senior getting it done at the line that time, 2 for 2. And it's a 5-point game. See how Prairie can respond. Front Range going on what I think is about an 8-0 run. And they're saying he was not set. It's a blocking foul. Bringleson's going to the line. And I believe that was number 5 for Front Range. Elijah Vandenberg picking up his first. Bringleson had it. Bringleson has 7 points on the night. That was his first bucket of the second half. Does not convert there. Sutton with the board. Jaquez with it now. 6.5 to go in the game. Sutton's got it in the paint. He kicks it out to Pierce. Lets it fly. No good. Sutton with another board. Who touched it last? I like that. Good sportsmanship there by number 5, Elijah Vandenberg. Helping that Mustang up off the floor. And we got a warning. We got one of the Frontier fans getting a little too into it, to the liking of the referee crew. Ethan Pierce kicks it out to Benjamin Vandenberg. He drives in the paint. A little reverse, no good. Just a little too off. And let's see what happened there. They're going to say Ryer Holloway. That was Ryer Holloway picking up a foul somewhere there. He's got 4. 2 Mustangs now with 4 fouls apiece. And Benjamin Vandenberg at the free throw line. First is good. He's got 3 points in the game. Dollar Shell checking in for Holloway. Holloway and Chalk both with 4, both on the bench. 6-point lead for the Prairie Mustangs. Lane violation. They're going to say Vandenberg followed his shot just a tad too soon. That's going to be Mustang ball. Full court press here by Front Range. Bringleson just taking it up himself. And he turns it over. The younger Vandenberg gets it up to Jaquez. His runner on the left side is good. Nathan Jaquez has 4, and it's a 4-point game. All the momentum is going Front Range Baptist's way. Johnson gets it back in the hands of Bringleson. He's going to drive into the paint, tries to put it up, hoping for a foul. He gets one there. And he's going to go to the line. I think that's going to be on, well, it's going to be on Benjamin Vandenberg. That's only his first of the game. Bringelson's first is way off the mark. He's got 7 points in the game thus far. And his second up and away, no good. 0 for 3 from the free throw line tonight is Mr. Bringelsman. Vandenberg driving into the lane, kicks it out to Jaquez. Jaquez back to Elijah Vandenberg. They get to Pierce. Corner three is away, no good. Jaquez chases it down, poked away, still controlled by Front Range. Sutton with it. Oh, he's going hard. Draws the foul, and he's going back to the line. I didn't see who picked it up. I think they're going to say it's Bo Carlson, number 3. That's his second personal. That one by Sutton off the mark. He's made 5. He's missed 4 from the line thus far. Carlson taking a little bit of a breather. Holloway back in the game for the Mustangs. Second one is good for Sutton. And we got a timeout.
Loose Arrow Angus is a first-generation registered and commercial cattle operation, headquartered at over 8,000 feet in the mountains of southern Colorado, west of Trinidad. They strive to offer the highest quality genetics from the most proven, sought-after sires and females in the Angus breed that perform and thrive in high-altitude conditions. They have many options, from embryos, pregnancies, semen, and registered and commercial cattle sales. Contact Justin Lucero at 719-859-1321 for more information.
Let's just keep it right here, folks. It is a 3-point game. At the end of the third, it was a 9-point game. Thus far, Prairie has only scored 2 points in the fourth quarter, whereas Front Range has scored 9 points so far. All the momentum here in the fourth thus far has been with the Front Range Baptist Falcons. Let's see how the Prairie Mustangs handle this. 5 minutes to go. That is an eternity in basketball time. The Prairie Mustangs have 2 players with 4 fouls apiece. Front Range with not really anybody in foul trouble yet. Holloway's going to get fouled right there. I think they're saying that's Ethan Pierce picking it up. That's his third. It's a quarterback pass to Schock. Schock is able to connect. What a play by Lane Schock. Another timeout has been called on the floor.
Doherty's Furniture invites you to stop by their convenient location in Trinidad, Colorado, to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit Woody's Furniture in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal, professional, and stress-free furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and the student broadcasters of this game.
Welcome back, folks. Let's look here at the regional bracket. Winner of this game advanced to take on the Kim Mustangs. Tomorrow, that game, it's either going to be at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Just watch on Facebook. we will let you know exactly when that is. They told me, but I've been juggling lots of different game times in my head and on the schedule. This a fun one. The winner of tomorrow's game punches their way to the state tournament in Greeley. All right, let's get back to the game action. Right here, 5-point game after that quarterback to his receiver pass by reception by Lane Schock. And the lead is 5. Front Range with a chance And a lot of time. Vandenberg picks it up, gets it back to Sutton. Vandenberg kicks it over to, I'm guessing, his brother Elijah Vandenberg. Airballs it. Lane Chalk with the board. Bringleson with it now. What a look, what a cut. Dime of the night stuff right there. Bringleson extends the lead back up to 7. Bodies on the floor. And we got a timeout called by Front Range.
The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today.
All righty, ladies and gents, 4.5. What was a 3-point game is now back up to a 7-point game. The Prairie Mustangs able to convert on a couple of big possessions. Ethan Pierce drives in, looking for a foul. Nothing there. Lots of contact. I guess it was all ball. Carlson. Nice ball movement by the Mustangs. Trout connects. The junior Tyler Trout. And we got a foul on the floor by one of the Prairie Mustangs. I did not see who it was. That's going to send Nathan Jaquez to the line. Yeah, that was Dollarshell. Derek Dollarshell picking up his first of the game. Mustangs now have 5 team fouls. Jaquez misses on that one, so every foul to this point, from this point on rather, by the Mustangs is going to send Front Range to the line. Jaquez not able to connect on either that time. Bringleson guarded by Vandenberg. Nice backdoor cut. Sutton says, not in my house. Tries the save, and he's up into the stands. What an athletic attempt by Mark Sutton. Huge block. No, no, no is what Mr. Sutton said. And I think what the referee is doing is he's got a little blood on the jersey. So Mark Sutton coming in, must have had a little blood from some contact earlier. What a fantastic move for that block and in the attempted recovery of that. Don't see a lot of guys his size move with that kind of quickness. Man, that was fun. Holloway ends up with it, gets the bunny to fall. I'm sorry, no, that was Hunter Johnson. I've been mixing up those guys' names all night long. Yes. Vandenberg goes to the line. Another foul by Dollarshell. Dollarshell picks up his second. Benjamin Vandenberg gets that one to connect. He's 2 for 2 from the line tonight, averaging 13. He's got 4. Still 3:45 to go in the game. Chance to reduce that lead to 6, and he does. The senior with 2 clutch free throws. Substitutions now. Here comes number 30, Ryer Holloway, and Lane Schock back in the game. Both of those young men playing with 4 fouls. Holloway quickly gets it back to Bringleson. Bringleson guarded by Vandenberg. Hands it off to Trout. They swing it back to Schock. Bringleson now tries to find his cutter. Way too much white jerseys, and Sutton's going to go to the rack. And that's going to be a block or a flop. So that is a flop call. And they're saying he fell before the contact, so that's, I believe, results in a technical foul. Now the flop, and again, I need to educate myself more on this. Because based on the call, it can be different things. So here, Vandenberg will basically get a technical, it's a technical foul. So he'll get to shoot his 2, misses the first, and then they will get the ball back. Vandenberg connects that time. He's 4 of 5 from the free throw line thus far, and now Front Range has the ball. The lead is 8, 3.5 to go. This is far from over. Benjamin Vandenberg with it, drives into the lane, kicks out to Jaquez. Jaquez going to try to drive and dish, and he sends it to the bleachers. Potentially a very costly turnover for Front Range. Just over 3 minutes to go. The Mustangs up by 8. Bringleson in trouble, gets it to Hunter Johnson. Inadvertent whistle by the ref. I'm going to say it's still going to be Prairie Mustang ball. Trout with a bad pass. Sutton with a chance. Kicks it to Elijah Vandenberg. He drives into the lane. High off the glass, no good. Prairie controls. Back in the hands of Bringleson. Just over 2.5 to go in the game. And it's a quick, intentional foul by Benjamin Vandenberg. They still have one more to give before they send the Mustangs to the line. Vandenberg is just picking up his second, so nobody really in foul trouble. Ethan Pierce, the only Front Range Baptist Falcon with 3 fouls. Long one. Woo, Holloway running into the east side bleachers. Not quite quick enough on that one. 2:38 to go. Vandenberg with it now. 2.5. Tries to get it to Sutton. Overthrows it. Bringleson with it. Look for a quick foul because they got to try to get that ball back. 2.5. Johnson just hands it to Trout. Trout drives, and he's going to double dribble. I even saw that one from here, folks. Just over 2 minutes to go. You can cut the tension with a knife here. Front Range looking to advance tomorrow, but the Prairie Mustangs sitting in the driver's seat. Vandenberg hoping a prayer shot, no good. I don't know what that foul was. They're going to get it on Sutton. I think that was a call on Mark Sutton, wearing number 44 at the moment because he had to change his jersey. Third personal foul on Sutton, and that was the 5th team foul by Front Range, so Prairie heads to the line. Here is Hunter Johnson, the sophomore. He hasn't shot a free throw yet tonight. Connects on his first. Schock and Trout coming out. Looks like Dollar Shell and Carlson back in the ballgame. Johnson connects there. 2 for 2. Jaquez gets it back in the hands of Sutton. Vandenberg for 3, and he connects. Benjamin Vandenberg heating up. And a quick foul because they need the ball back. Vandenberg picks up foul number 3, just under 2 minutes to play. There's only 1:51 on the clock, but this is probably going to take another 10 or 12 minutes of real time, Jackie. Jackie Rios is our producer at the moment, running switching the camera angles, running those commercials. Brennan Bringleson connects on his first. That's first made free throw of the night. Trout and Schock back in. Bringelson's second is good. And the lead's back up to 9, just under 2 to play. Jaquez driving kick to Sutton. Vandenberg back to Vandenberg. He drives to the rack. He's going to pick up some contact and go to the line himself. Let's see who that was. There were a couple of Mustangs in the vicinity. Brennan Bringleson picks up his 4th personal. And Benjamin Vandenberg connects again. He's made 5 from the line tonight. 5 of his 10 points have been from the free throw stripe. Two for 2 that time. Hunter Johnson fouled by Ethan Pierce. Pierce picks up his 4th. So they have to foul. Pierce has 4 fouls. Vandenberg has 3. Sutton has 3. Hunter Johnson, the sophomore, connects that time. He's got 8 points, 3 of those coming from the free throw line this evening. Second is short, but Prairie with the board. Trout with it. Holloway gets fouled. I think they're going to get Nathan Jaquez with that one, just his first foul. And number 30, Ryer Holloway, connects. The lead is back to 9. Here comes Front Range. Jaquez gets in the hands of Vandenberg. Vandenberg step back 3 is away, just off. Sutton with the board. He's looking to get in there, go to work. A lot of contact, no foul, just letting them play on. Sutton with it, just over a minute. Vandenberg again. And they will say last touched by Front Range. It's going to be Prairie ball. Look for a quick foul. Ethan Pierce can't do it. He's got 4. And that's going to be Elijah Vandenberg. with his second. Minute 2 to go. Hunter Johnson went 1-1 his last time here just a moment ago. Connects that time, extends the lead to 10 with 1 minute and 2 seconds to play. Again, winner of tonight's game will play the Kim Branson Mustangs with a chance to punch their ticket to the state tournament, the Elite Eight up at UNC Greeley. Johnson misses that one, and they're going to say lane violation by Prairie. Front range down by 10. Elijah Vandenberg with the ball and a carry. Costly turnover by the freshman. Prairie with the chance. Look for another very quick foul. They're just going to kind of eat as much clock as they can. Hope for a steal. And we had a timeout called by the Prairie Mustangs.
The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by their convenient location in Trinidad, Colorado to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit Woody's Furniture in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal, professional, and stress-free furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and the student broadcasters of this game.
Welcome back, folks. Looking at our YouTube comments. It's kind of cool being here in Mustang land with Kim Branson Mustangs and cheering for the Mustangs. Looks like we could have a Mustang on Mustang regional tournament championship game. Winner headed to state. 40 seconds to go. 10-point lead for the underdog Prairie Mustangs. But tell you what, folks, they have not played like underdogs tonight. Hunter Johnson with the ball. Bringleson guarded by Vandenberg, and he's going to get him that time. Benjamin Vandenberg picks up foul number 4. 30 seconds to go. Front range is going to have to execute perfect basketball and hope that Prairie misses. Well, there's one miss. Didn't connect much for Mr. Bringleson that time. Doesn't get either of them. Sutton comes up with the board. 30 seconds in the game. Sutton kicks it to Pierce. Pierce doing what he can, and he's going to go to the line. Bo Carlson commits the foul. That is foul number 3 on number 3. 23 seconds to go here in the game. 10-point differential. Ethan Pierce connects. Pierce's second, up and away, off the back iron, no good. Pierce commits foul number 5, trying to get that ball. Ethan Pierce, the senior, has fouled out of the game. Pretty good performance. 11 points on the night. I really appreciated his hustle and his sportsmanship tonight, his toughness. Would have really enjoyed, I think, watching him his whole high school career. That's the kind of player I like to watch. One that plays with grit and intensity and sportsmanship. That's Lane Schock, the senior. He misses his first. It's only his first free throw of the night. Misses his second. Prairie's beginning to taste it. That's number 2, Caden Pierce in the game, committing his first personal. Brennan Bringleson connects. It's back to a 10-point lead. And that one is good. It's an 11-point lead. Kilmer back in the game for Prairie. Vandenberg off that time. Kilmer, last to touch. It's going to be front range ball. Here comes Dollar Shell, and we're getting the youngins in to finish it out. Looks like we got number 33, Chase Pollard. Number 1, I'm sorry, I don't have him on the roster tonight. And number 20, Kai Carlson. Vandenberg connects on a 3, his second of the evening. And we got a timeout to get some players back in. Let's just keep it right here, folks. Let's look at that regional bracket. So with only a few seconds left, we're going to have a Mustang on Mustang game tomorrow here in Kim, Colorado. It's going to be easy to say the Mustangs scored, the Mustangs turned it over. Well, which team are we talking about? It should be a fun one. The winner of that game is going to go advance to the state, and they're going to take on the winner of whoever comes out of the Cheyenne-Wells Regional. Let's look at that state bracket. So look at the bottom right-hand side of the state bracket. This is the number 6 region. We'll go on to face the number 3 region, Cheyenne-Wells being the top-seeded host team there. Looks like they'll square off against Ray. It could be, I can't see it from here, Nucla or Evangelical Christian Academy. All right, let's head back to the game action. So we can safely say it will be Mustangs versus any of those 4 teams. The exciting news, folks, is we will have tomorrow's regional championship game here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. We're going to have a lot of basketball for you tomorrow. And Saturday, that one thrown off the knees of number 21, Derek Dollarshell. 4 seconds left. Front range keeping their seniors in, letting them finish. Elijah Vandenberg hits a last-second three-pointer. It's the Prairie Mustangs with the first upset of this 2025 1A Men's Regional Tournament. All right, we're going to hear from a sponsor or two. We will come back with a scoring summary here in just a couple of minutes.
Arthur Roll-Off Incorporated, located in Raton, New Mexico, offers roll-off and dumpster services throughout northeastern New Mexico and southeastern Colorado. Cleaning out your house or around your house. Do you have construction jobs? Our 30-yard roll-offs are perfect for these bigger jobs. You load it, we haul it. Do you have day-to-day trash? We offer 3-yard dumpster services that get dumped weekly or bi-weekly. For more information regarding prices and services, please visit our website, arthurrolloff.com, or call our office at 575-445-8072.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by their convenient location in Trinidad, Colorado, to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit Woody's Furniture in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal, professional, and stress-free furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and the student broadcasters of this game.
Lucero Angus is a first-generation registered and commercial cattle operation, headquartered at over 8,000 feet in the mountains of southern Colorado, west of Trinidad. They strive to offer the highest quality genetics from the most proven, sought-after sires and females in the Angus breed that perform and thrive in high-altitude conditions. They have many options, from embryos, pregnancies, semen, and registered and commercial cattle sales. Contact Justin Lucero at 719-859-1321 for more information.
Back, folks. We are here for the post-game scoring summary brought to you by somebody's trying to call me on my phone. I'm going to have to ignore that one for just a minute. All right, post-game summary brought to you by High Desert Hunting. What a fun one. Final score of 46-51. That final period, let's see, that was a 23-point effort by the Front Range Baptist Falcons. They had only scored 23 at the end of third. They scored 23 in the fourth quarter, but that wasn't enough. The visiting team scored 19 points, but it wasn't enough to close the gap. 46-51, and we have us an upset. The Prairie Mustangs going on to take on the Kim Branson Mustangs tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That was just announced. It will be at 2 o'clock. Who got it done for their teams? First, for the Front Range Baptist Falcons, the two big fellas, seniors, Benjamin Vandenberg and Mark Sutton, giving it everything, both finishing with 14 points on the night. Ethan Pierce, another senior, finishing with 11. Elijah Vandenberg finished with 3, and Nathan Jacquez finished with 4. So really only 5 Front Range Baptist players in the scoring column. But those 3 seniors doing a fantastic job. Everything they could, just came up 9 points short here in this one. All right, actually 5 points short when it was all said and done. Here we go now for the victorious Prairie Mustangs, leading his squad, Brendan Bringleson with 13. He was the only Mustang in double figures. Hunter Johnson finished with 9. Ryer Holloway and Lane Schock both finished with 8. Let's see, Derek Dollarshell finished with 5. Tyler Trout and Bo Carlson both finished with 4. So that's who got it done, folks. It's going to be a fun one tomorrow. Mustangs versus Mustangs. Prairie taking on the hometown Kim Branson Mustangs in the regional championship. Winner punches their ticket to the Elite 8 to play in Greeley next week. All right, on behalf of myself, Jackie Rios, Lizzie Rodiguero, Mason Riddle, and Blake Olguin. It's been a fun one, folks. We will see you tomorrow on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.